Hello everyone and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. In today's video, we're taking a closer look at two very familiar names from the Turkish entertainment world, Ebru Şahin and Akın Akıncı, once celebrated for their unforgettable on-screen chemistry in Hırkay. The duo has recently found themselves in the spotlight once again, but for very different emotional reasons. If you're a fan of Turkish dramas, especially Hırkay, then you already know how much impact these two actors had on their audience. Their powerful performances and intense storyline drew millions of fans, both locally and internationally. But after the series ended, things between Ebru and Akın seemed to cool down dramatically, not just professionally, but personally. However, life sometimes has a way of reminding us of what truly matters. And that's exactly what happened when both actors unexpectedly reunited at a funeral. Not for a celebrity or a high-profile figure, but for someone who had worked quietly behind the scenes. The person in question was Ali, a respected and well-loved cameraman who was part of the original Hırkay production team. His sudden passing brought together not just cast and crew from the show, but also reminded everyone of the deep bonds formed behind the scenes. Bonds that are often forgotten after a show wraps. Despite the rumored tension and distance between them, both Ebru Şahin and Akın Akıncı attended Ali's funeral. They arrived separately, yet both seemed to be united in grief. Their mutual respect for the man who had worked tirelessly with them during long days on set was undeniable. Ali wasn't a famous name in the industry, but to the people who worked on Hırkay, he was more than just a crew member. He was family. Known for his positive spirit and calm demeanor, Ali brought joy to even the most stressful days on set. And that's why his loss was felt so deeply. Ebru arrived accompanied by her husband, basketball player Seti Osman, while Akın arrived alone. The media was quick to notice Akın's solitary appearance, sparking curiosity about his personal life and whether recent rumors of a breakup had any truth to them. At the service, both Ebru and Akın took time to speak with Ali's family, offer their condolences, and even shared memories about working with him. What stood out to everyone was the grace and humility they both displayed, qualities that sometimes get lost in the glamour of celebrity life. As the ceremony continued, onlookers couldn't help but notice the calm, respectful atmosphere between the two stars. There was no sign of drama, no bitterness, no public discomfort. Instead, there was quiet reflection and shared sorrow. And perhaps, just perhaps, a sense of closure. Ebru was seen offering kind words to Akın, and he reciprocated with a polite gesture. Though their interactions were brief, the maturity they showed reminded everyone that, behind the fame, they are human beings capable of empathy and grace, even towards someone they may have had past differences with. The crowd at the funeral included several familiar faces from the Turkish entertainment scene. Actors, producers, crew members, and longtime fans who wanted to pay their respects. But it was Ebru and Akın's presence that created the most buzz online. Social media quickly lit up with commentary. Fans who had once shipped the pair on screen expressed admiration for their decision to come together in a time of loss. Many wrote about how moving it was to see the stars showing up not just as celebrities, but as real people sharing in collective grief. The experience also raised questions about whether this emotional reunion could mark the beginning of a reconciliation, not necessarily romantically, but as professional colleagues or even as friends. Could this shared loss bring them closer once again? Others noted that it takes a lot of maturity to set aside pride or past grievances for the sake of honoring someone important. It showed that even in a competitive and often dramatic industry, respect and compassion can still take center stage. Meanwhile, tabloid reporters at the funeral couldn't help but ask Akın about his rumored girlfriend, who was notably absent. He offered no comment, maintaining a serious and composed demeanor throughout. This only fueled further speculation. Was he going through a breakup? Was there tension between his personal and professional life? Ebru, on the other hand, leaned on Seti Osman for support. The two were seen holding hands quietly, offering a united front. Said he has often stayed away from media attention in Turkey, that at this event he was right by Ebru's side, supportive and respectful. Later that evening, both stars shared subtle tributes to Ali on their social media pages. Though they didn't tag each other or share any photos together, their captions were heartfelt and strikingly similar in tone. Perhaps it was a silent acknowledgement of the shared experience they just went through. What this moment made clear is that some bonds, no matter how strained, can never be completely broken. Shared experiences, whether joyful or painful, have a way of reconnecting people in the most unexpected ways. And while there are no confirmations of a renewed friendship or future collaborations between Ebru and AKN, fans remain hopeful. Whether it's a new drama series, an interview, or even just a photograph together, the audience is clearly ready to see these two legends side by side again. For now, we remember Ali, not just as a cameraman, but as someone whose presence made a lasting impression on everyone he worked with. His legacy, in a way, brought people back together. That might be the most touching tribute of all. So what do you think? Could this emotional reunion at the funeral lead to something more? Will we ever see Ebru Şahin and Hakan Akinci together on screen again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching Turkish Spotlight Secrets. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also support the channel further by clicking the join button below. See you in the next video. Take care and goodbye for now.